Right now, nearly all of the conversation surrounding DC and Warner Brothers is focused on the release of Black Adam, and of course the return of Henry Cavill as Superman, which has a lot of people excited. However, as much as Warner Brothers would like everybody to focus just on that and forget about some other people associated with the DCEU, there is another person who right now is going through some legal consequences for their actions, and that of course is Ezra Miller. The Flash star Ezra Miller, facing up to 26 years in prison, pleads not guilty to burglary counts. Now the 26 years in prison, that sounds absolutely insane to me when we look at what he was actually accused of doing, but of course when it comes to Ezra Miller, it's not just the things that he's been charged with, it's all of the other conversations surrounding Ezra Miller, all the people that have come out and said he did this, he did this, he did this. And at the end of the day, Warner Brothers made the decision to force him to go out there and apologize and stick with him moving forward as the Flash. But let's get into this. Embattled actor and the Flash star Ezra Miller pled not guilty to 2 criminal counts of burglary on Monday morning. He faces up to 26 years in prison and $2,000 in fines if convicted. And that's the crazy thing to me. $2,000 in fines, 26 years in prison. I don't see any chance in hell that he serves 26 years in prison, or really at all. Ezra Miller, I imagine this will just be some kind of probation type of thing that they work out with him, because of course he does have celebrity privilege. But even if it were me that got arrested for something like this, 26 years in prison for what we're about to describe, I don't think that that makes any sense. Miller, who is charged with 1 felony count of burglary on an occupied dwelling and 1 minor charge of petite larceny, appeared virtually in a Vermont court, where he pled not guilty to an incident from May 1st, according to a report. Surveillance video footage from May 1st reportedly shows the actor entering a neighbor's home where he stole bottles of liquor. The actor can also be seen walking off the porch of the home with 3 bottles and handing them off to an unknown individual in a car. There's Ezra Miller right there. There's also evidence of Miller appearing to notice a security camera as he picks up another bottle, saying, "Oh," and then putting the bottle back. When troopers arrived at the home, they checked the crime scene for DNA, found the living room disheveled with cigarettes and lighters left on the floor. Several items in the pantry were also scattered on the floor. Miller is now prohibited from speaking to or harassing the neighbor involved and is barred from entering the property he allegedly burglarized. Now, this is just one of so many things that Ezra Miller's been involved in over the past year. When you look at the choking incident up in Iceland, when you look at attacking multiple women in Hawaii, throwing a chair at someone and splitting their head open, bars where they have reports of him coming after people in Hawaii, and of course, the pretty nefarious allegations of grooming, not just one person, but multiple people. And of course, what was Warner Brothers' solution to that? It wasn't to recast, it wasn't to move on, it wasn't to fire people like they'd done with a lot of their talent in the past. No, instead, they had Ezra Miller come out here and give an apology and say that he's seeking treatment for his mental health. Was he very specific about his apologies? No. He simply said, "I apologize for my past behavior." Well, what he was accused of was pretty fucking heinous to a lot of people. And indications certainly are. They're 1000% moving forward with Ezra Miller as the Flash, not just in the Flash movie, but in things beyond that. It was just a few weeks ago where we got reports that Ezra Miller had indeed filmed new scenes for the Flash, additional photography. It also sounded like people like Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, and Gal Gadot were also in town at the same exact time that he did these reshoots. Maybe that's just a coincidence. I don't think most people think that. A lot of people think Henry Cavill could very well make an appearance in the Flash movie as well. But not only that, we heard a few days ago that the Flash 2 script is already ready to go. The Flash 2 script is reportedly already written despite Ezra Miller controversies. Now, I think what a lot of people felt was, hey, they're going to try to get through this movie. They got a lot of money wrapped up in it, all this stuff, and then maybe they'll look at, changing characters or changing actors when it comes to the Flash moving forward. Looks like Warner Brothers is ready to just move forward with him. Now, again, I'm sure they would love for people to put all of Ezra Miller's stuff behind them and forget about that and focus on the things that are coming out now, focus on Black Adam, focus on that positivity. But you can't deny that there's still a lot of people that are concerned about the future of The Flash and the future of DC with this dude involved. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that you should believe all women, that every single allegation that comes forward, you should believe 100%. But when there's so much weird shit going on with Ezra Miller, not just allegations, we're talking about him actually being arrested. We're talking about him getting caught on camera doing these things. We're talking about people that have actual injuries from him. There's so much shit going on, and Ezra Miller is an absolute lunatic. What that means going forward for DC, what that means for his cases and all his legal troubles, not quite sure yet, but let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my PO box and my Patreon as well. I'll talk to you guys later.